The 2007 Formula One espionage controversy, widely known as Spygate, stands as one of the most dramatic and consequential scandals in the history of Formula One racing. It revolved around the illegal transfer of confidential technical information between competing teams, primarily involving McLaren, Ferrari, and later Renault. This scandal sent shockwaves through the F1 paddock, culminating in the largest fine in sporting history and severe penalties that reshaped the competitive landscape. The story is as much about corporate espionage as it is about high-stakes sportsmanship and the intense rivalry among the world's top racing teams. At the heart of the scandal was Nigel Stepney, a senior Ferrari employee who was alleged to have leaked sensitive Ferrari documents to Mike Coughlin, a McLaren engineer. Ferrari accused Stepney of not only stealing technical data, but also of attempting sabotage within their own team, which he denied. The transfer of this critical information was uncovered when Coughlin's wife, Trudy, innocently ordered copies of stolen documents at a local photocopy shop in Woking, England. The shop owner, a passionate Ferrari fan, grew suspicious and alerted Ferrari, igniting the ensuing investigation and legal battles. The initial investigation by the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile (FIA) did not immediately find McLaren guilty of deliberate wrongdoing. A hearing in July 2007 concluded without penalties, as McLaren claimed Coughlin had acted alone. However, by September, new and compelling evidence emerged, including leaked emails, which suggested that the illegal information was more widely shared within McLaren. This led to a second hearing where the FIA imposed harsh sanctions on McLaren, including exclusion from the 2007 Constructors' Championship and a record-breaking fine of $100 million, later estimated to cost closer to $31 million. This penalty remains the largest ever in sport history. Interestingly, the FIA's investigation also highlighted the role of the drivers. McLaren's top drivers at the time, Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, and Pedro de la Rosa, were offered immunity from penalty if they cooperated fully with the inquiry. Their points in the Drivers' Championship remained untouched, allowing the fierce competition between Alonso and Hamilton to continue despite the team's exclusion. This unusual arrangement underscored the complexity of the scandal, where the acts of individuals at different levels of the team had vastly different consequences. The scandal didn't end with McLaren. The FIA also scrutinized Renault F1 for possessing confidential information related to McLaren's 2006 and 2007 cars. While Renault was found guilty of breaching the same regulations, the team controversially escaped punishment. This double layer of espionage accusations highlighted the intense pressure and secrecy that shrouds Formula One teams' design and development operations, where every bit of data is hotly guarded for competitive advantage. One fascinating subplot in the scandal was the internal tension at McLaren between Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton. Alonso, who believed he had been promised clear number one status within the team, was reportedly unsettled by the emergence of Hamilton as a competitive force in his rookie season. This rivalry added a human dimension to the scandal, illustrating how off-track dramas and team dynamics can influence the politics and performance within a racing team, especially amidst a major controversy. Beyond the immediate penalties and headlines, Spygate raised deeply important questions about ethics and the future of Formula One. It spurred changes in how teams handle sensitive information and led to tighter regulations and monitoring by the FIA to prevent such breaches. Teams implemented more rigorous internal controls, knowing that the risk of leaking competitive secrets could cripple an entire season, or even a decade of goodwill and reputation. The fallout also demonstrated the role of modern technology and surveillance in sports governance. The investigation relied heavily on digital evidence, including emails and documents leaked electronically. This set a precedent for future sports investigations in the digital age, where the lines between fair competition and sabotage could be blurred inside cyber networks as much as on the racetrack. Spygate also highlighted the role of whistleblowers and the unexpected participants who can trigger major revelations. The seemingly mundane act of a photocopy shop owner raising suspicion turned out to be the catalyst that blew the scandal wide open. This element serves as a reminder of how sometimes, in the high-octane world of Formula One, it's the smallest details off track that can make the biggest impact on the global stage. In the years following the scandal, the reputations of individuals such as Stepney and the involved McLaren engineers suffered greatly. Meanwhile, McLaren had to rebuild its image and trust within the sport. Despite the setback, the team remained competitive, demonstrating resilience in the face of adversity. The scandal remains a turning point in their history and a cautionary tale repeated in motorsport circles. Looking back on Spygate now, more than 15 years later, the scandal still resonates as a defining moment in Formula One's evolution. It exposed vulnerabilities in the sport's governance and competitive culture while emphasizing the high stakes that drive teams to cross ethical lines. It is remembered both as a regrettable chapter and a lesson in sportsmanship, controls, and transparency. Ultimately, the 2007 espionage scandal in Formula One showcased the fierce rivalry, high risks, and shadowy battles waged behind the scenes in one of the world's most glamorous and high-pressure sports. It left an indelible mark on the sport's history and continues to inform discussions about fairness and integrity in motorsport to this day.